So talking you guys through this process, I always place my concealer somewhere on my face that doesn't have a lot of wrinkles. Your cheekbones are great for that. So even though it's under eye concealer, I don't put it right underneath my eyes because I don't want the most product to sit into my fine lines. So what I do is I place it on my cheekbone. It also acts as a highlighter, and I just blend it upwards. I also have darkness all around my eyes, and so I conceal the inner corner, and I like to use my concealer as a primer, so I put it all over my lid. A lot of times in my tutorials, you guys will see me not put down a base color all over my lid, and the reason is because my concealer is giving me that flesh tone color, so I can go right into the crease color or contouring my eyes or what have you. Remember to keep the color wheel in mind when you're choosing your color correcting concealer. I really believe in color correcting, so think about it this way. If you have purplish tones, use a yellow tone concealer. So mine are purplish and yellow works best for brightening that up. If your under eye circles are blue tones, you want to use a peach or a salmon tone concealer. And if they're grayish, sometimes your skin or under eyes can just look dull. Use a pink toned concealer to brighten it up. So a couple things I want to point out. In between the corrector and the concealer step, I use the Beauty Blender to pick up any excess product and to smooth everything away. Get a lot of complaints about, my concealer settling and my fine lines and my wrinkles. Well, layering is great, but if you're layering more product on top of excess product, then you're going to get the cakey effect, or you're going to get things settling. So use the Beauty Blender or a wet sponge and tap and press to get the excess product off and to smooth anything away from wrinkles or fine lines. The concealer that I'm using here is actually not a concealer. It's Estee Lauder Double Wear Camouflage Makeup for Face and Body. It is a full coverage foundation that actually works better as a concealer if it's dried up a little bit. So I just go ahead and put it in the little sample tube and I let it be exposed to air, and it congeals and it becomes a little bit thicker and works better as a concealer. Again, when I first touch my face with the concealer on my finger, it's not underneath my eyes. It's on my cheekbones where there are no wrinkles, where it's not going to settle. And then I just work it around my eye area, and I'm also pulling it down so I get the brightness on either side of my nose. So I'm going beyond the dark circle area, so I'm not getting that reverse raccoon effect. So after the concealer is all done, I go back with whatever foundation I was using and I just blend over the concealer. And it pretty much leaves no line of demarcation between the concealer and the foundation, and it makes everything look nice and polished. So go back with, mine was Cinema Secrets because that's the one that I was using for the tutorial before, but I just go back and make everything look good so it photographs really well and it looks nice and smooth. Okay, now to set everything, I use the Bobbi Brown Loose Powder in Pale Yellow. Again, yellow is the color for me that works the best. There are pink-toned powders, I know Benefit makes one, that might work better for you. So just understand your issues and find their solutions. All I'm doing is I'm setting the concealer. Same thing with the powder as with the concealer. I never put it directly under the eyes. I put it on my cheekbones and I work the powder up. And that's all, folks. That's my concealer routine. You guys can also find me on Twitter, on Facebook, on Instagram, on the street. Not the street corner. But it's all consistent. It's all NerberXO. And if you guys want to shoot me a quick question because you need a quick answer, I'm usually always on there. I have no life. Thanks for watching. Bye.